about James Hudson III officially signing on
Esquire.
with the Giants. Well, I feel like there should be an Esquire there. I really do. So he was a tackle last year for the Browns. I shouldn't have just last year. The last 4 years with the Browns overall, 49 games overall, 17 starts. Was originally a player out of fourth round from Cincinnati. Played in Michigan as well a couple of years before that. I'm just pulling up all his grades right now. Not very good grades. I'll say this as an instant reaction. Oh gosh. 50.4 PFF grade overall, 40.2 pass blocking, 57.7 run blocking. Yeah, that's a little scary.
Yeah.
That's not looking good overall, guys. That's definitely not there. Here's the big thing though with him. It is, first off, it's a decent contract, which kind of shocks me a little bit there for what he did last year. 2 years, they're saying, for where'd it go here? I had it here a minute ago. I had 2 year. There we go. 2 year, $12 million with additional $4 million in incentives. So they're basically giving a guy decent money here, like starter kind of money, almost like low end starter kind of money. Keep in mind, Greg Van Roten was a veteran minimum last year, guys. But I think the big thing with this is that they're looking at this guy, I think, as a legitimate swing tackle. They're looking at this guy because he's played both sides of the offensive line. They're looking like they think this is a guy they think that can go ahead and start either side and be a guy that you're not pulling guys off the couch. I'm having trouble, honestly, guys, with this one. I feel like I've been positive most of today, too. Like, we're overpaying for a corner. Okay, I'm cool with that. We got a backup defensive tackle. Not that exciting, but a solid pickup. I'm cool with that. You know, we get a special team linebacker. Okay, again, not a big deal, but I'm cool with it. But now you get a guy who,
I mean, his biggest claim to fame is his rookie year, if you will. As a rookie, he played 12 games with 4 starts at right tackle. Hudson helped the Cleveland lead the NFL with 5.09 yards per carry, the highest average in Browns team history since 1966.
Yeah,
the offensive line opened up for Nick Chubb very well, and it was the second highest score in the league in rushing that year. So, yeah. And that's off the Giants. I got to give that little props.
So Jared Mueller of SB Nation's Dogs by Nature, which is their Browns page similar to our Big Blue View, called him inconsistent. That's not a term I like to hear about a guy that, let's be honest, with our injury history may have to start. Now, I'll say this, though, is he an improvement over Azudu? He's an actual tackle. Keep in mind, Azudu was drafted to be a guard, guys. Was never meant to be a tackle. So I guess the one thing I can say about that is I do like the fact that if we keep him, move Azudu to guard, where he should have been all along, it gives us the chance to move somebody to the proper position. Like I said, I just having a little trouble with this one here. I really am. I don't think it's the best pickup, especially because it's day one. Don't tell me you couldn't have got a guy this caliber in day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, day 27 and a half because he's just not that good. It seems like a rush move. He's played 100. Was that hit the panic button?
Yeah.
1,130 13 snaps at right tackle, 278 at left tackle. So he, like I said, does have experience both sides there. I just not a big fan. Definitely not a big fan there. So maybe we get somebody the draft ticket spot. I just feel like that's where we're at here at this point there. But this is what this is. This is just an insurance move. It's $6 million, but let's be honest, guys. I know it sounds like a lot of money to the rest of us, but it's not really that much money overall. It's just, like I said, I think what gets me more than the money is the haste at which we're like, ooh, we must get this guy.
Yeah.
He would have been available, guys, in a couple of days. And if he wasn't, somebody else just as good as him would be. In fact, where I'm on the Big Blue View page right now to look at their notes on him, I'm drafting it an F. They have an A, B, C, D, F for this. I don't know why everybody skips E, but I'm giving it the F myself here on their page, and I'm 1 of 5%. Most people had it as a C, 42%, but I can't call this a great move, guys. It's a move you didn't have to make today.
No.
Some of the best moves in free agency are made down the line, not day one. Day one is typically your worst moves, unless you're getting a stud or something like that. If you're getting a solid,
you could have got this guy cheaper in day 3.
But like I said, I'm trying not to overthink it. It's a backup tackle. I just don't like the fact that we're getting another guy who's got bad numbers as they're being called inconsistent by guys who've literally covered him, and we just gave him $12 million.
Yeah,
seems like a rush move, but maybe it's just one of many moves. Who knows? At the very least, hopefully he'll be a healthy tackle, dispel our unhealthy tackles. It's just I'm at the point where I just feel like Andrew Thomas is going to go down every year. Like, I hate to say that, but I want to be more positive. I'm a huge Andrew Thomas fan. This offensive line is hands down so much better with Andrew Thomas in this lineup. It's not even funny. Look what happened. He went down last year.
Oh yeah, we went from like playing average to below average again.
Yeah, but you're gonna go from a guy who's like top, like upper 70s, lower 80s PFF grade, and that's an average. It's not even like one of the better years, to a guy who's 50. I just don't think to me you could have got a guy that good off the streets later on, if you need to. But we're talking about not getting guys off the streets. You could have got a guy like that off the streets later on. So I don't know. Yeah. I don't know if I get it there on that one. But 25 years old, so he is still young. Maybe we're just hoping on Carmen Brasil to work a little magic on him. 6'5", 313 pounds overall. Let's see what you guys got there. Money Mike said, I really wish we would have fired Joe Shane, man. Shake my head. Anthony says, no name, you're getting great offensive lineman in free agency often, definitely better than Zudo. I think with Priscilla, he'll be decent. We probably would have paid $6 million on bumps off the couch after injuries this year anyway. Yeah, like I said, I'm admitting I'm probably I said it's the day one part I think I'm having trouble with. Like, that tells me you like the clock hit and you're like, ooh, I gotta call James Hudson.
Yeah, you didn't think you could get anyone else.
Yeah.
Or they just didn't want to pay anyone else.
Yeah, as Mac the Giants fans, this sounds like another Joshua Zudu. Let's hope not. Oh God, yeah. I just as No Name says, great signing. Shane gets us a guy that's not even a good offensive lineman, and yeah, I think we need great offensive line, not bad ones. Yeah, that's definitely where it's at there. Let's see here. Let me go ahead and update this here. See if we got anything else here before we go into the rest of the news here today. I'm not seeing anything so far, which at this point is like a good news for the Giants. Don't do anything else crazy, you Giants. Oh gosh, yeah, they're apparently taking the goofball part from us right now. That's for damn sure.
It's a trademark name, guys.
We probably should trademark it at this point.
You're right.
Oh my gosh.
If you like that clip, then you will love the full episodes too. Find us on your favorite podcast app and look for us on all your favorite social media platforms.
Thanks so much.
Please,